The best in poker news, entertainment, and more. This is the Mark Hoke Show.
All right, everybody, how we doing today? We are live here. Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open, Hollywood, Florida, 2014 version. I'm Mark Hoke. Thanks for being with us. And I'm going to be fighting my way through this a little bit if I go through a few cough drops during the show. Not forgive me, got a little bit of a cold, but figures, get down to Florida and bam. Get a little bug. Nothing too horrible. Might have to thank my daughter for that one. Either that or the coughers on the airplane. I'm not sure yet who's completely responsible. But, hey, we're very happy to be here. And, of course, I want to thank the Seminole Hard Rock team for having the Mark Hoke Show down here. Of course, we were on yesterday and back today. And we will, of course, be covering this event all the way through to the final card hitting the table as we get ready for the $10 million guarantee. And speaking of poker superstars, let's get one of them in here right now. Mr. Bracelet winner. I think the hangover might finally be over from the party. I'm not sure. Tyler Patterson joining us. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Great, thanks. Thanks for the intro.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Would you like me to introduce you like every time you sit down at a table?
Yeah, if we go out to a bar or something, that's a great spot to introduce me as that to the girls. I think would be great.
That would be all right. I could do that. Hey, there's always a price, man. Always a price. Well, Tyler, of course, down here at Seminole Hard Rock, hopping into this $1 million guarantee event. First, let's talk about what's going on here. Always a great series. Tell everybody a little bit about why you like to come down here to Seminole Hard Rock and play.
This property is really, really cool. There's there's live music. There's a bunch of bars, a bunch of cool restaurants. I like to golf. There's a lot of good golf in the area. So I always like to come here when I can. It's a great spot.
Yeah.
Cash games, too, actually. They have a lot of cash and, medium stakes where I like to play. They have a lot of games. So
I heard the action's pretty good over there.
Yeah, it can be great sometimes.
Yeah. So this $1 million guarantee, hopping into the early flight, and a lot of people like to wait to get into the later flights on these things. Why did you play the first one?
That's a good question. I like to have as many bullets as I can, as many opportunities as I can. So when there's any of these events that have a bunch of flights, it's rare that I'll miss one. I like to make it through on the first one and then miss a few. But
yeah, there you go.
I like to take as many opportunities as I can.
So you're playing for 2 days off is what you're trying to do.
Yeah, that'd be great. If I get through today, then I got golf tomorrow, so that'd be awesome.
There you go. And, of course, we're seeing a lot of pretty good faces starting to show up here, too. I saw Rex Clinkscales, some other guys stopping in here. This is to becoming one of the premier stops out on any of the poker circuits for everybody. I'll tell you what, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. I'm here with rooming with Matt Affleck, and we're coming all the way over from Seattle, so it's obviously a pretty big deal for flying all the way across the country for 500.
What's it like rooming with Matt Affleck?
I don't want to get into that too much. No, I'm just kidding. We're really close friends. We're actually getting a place in Seattle together soon, so it's going to be rooming together more than just traveling on the road, so we'll see how that goes. We're close.
That's scary.
It's not scary. We're close.
No, are you sure?
No, it's good.
Okay, we'll talk to you about 6 months and see how it goes.
Yeah.
But so how's things going so far today? Get off to a decent start?
No, I'm a little under starting stack. I haven't played very many hands. There's everybody's playing a lot of hands on my table, so I got to just kind of wait and have something.
Now, of course, I got to run into you right after you won your World Series of Poker bracelet. You invited everybody in the world to your party. What happened that night?
I can't say too much of what happened on the air, I don't think, but we had a blast. We all went out to a bar together, and there was a bunch of people there anyway. And I was in Stoney's in Las Vegas, and everybody's there anyway because Thursdays happen to be ladies' night, and all the poker guys go out there. So it was a really good experience, really fun.
So has it sunk in that you have a World Series of Poker bracelet now?
Yeah, I like to play it up a lot in front of my friends because, just to needle them and stuff. But, there's 60 events. There's 60 bracelet events every year, so I'm one of 60, and then that happens every year. So it's not – I think you need more than one to really solidify well, for it to really mean something, you need more than one.
You know, that seems to be the trend among a lot of players now, because, you know, you even look back, 3 or 4 years ago, you know, getting one was kind of the big elite step in your career, but now it's seeming like you really have to get multiple bracelets to truly prove yourself, you know, at least in the World Series domain. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's not all about the World Series. There's a bunch of other events out here, so I mean, you don't necessarily have to have more than one. There's plenty of great players who only have one or even none, but it feels like you know, cemented yourself if you get more than one, I would think. So, got to prove it, you know.
Yeah, $10 million guarantee coming up, of course, next week, and, you know, going to be a huge event. What's the strategy for entering a tournament like that?
That's a good question. I don't really sit down with any of these tournaments with a set strategy in advance. Like, none of the structures really dictate a specific line of play. I just kind of react to my table mostly, and that's probably my biggest skill in poker, is reacting to what's in front of me rather than setting up a game plan.
Yeah, so just you only have to fire one bullet, huh?
Oh, yeah, hope so.
Well, it's going to be something else, and I'm sure we're going to be seeing more of you as we go through the tournament. I don't want to take up too much of your break time.
All right.
But I appreciate you stopping over. Thank you very much, and you know, keep polishing that bracelet in front of Affleck.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, we'll see you later. Hey, Tyler Patterson stopping by, everybody. Good to see him. Coming off an outstanding World Series. And I guess I'm going to be his bar announcer now. That's pretty cool. I can deal with that. But thanks to Tyler for stopping by. Do appreciate it. And, of course, once again, we are live here at the Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open. Oh, excuse me. Oh, my voice isn't going to be cracking too much like that for a couple of days here. But we're going to be having a great time. Of course, players are on break here in event number 8. That is, of course, this $1 million guarantee. It's a deep stack no limit hold'em re-entry tournament. And these guys, of course, playing for a lot of money on that one. And this would be enough to draw a lot of players to come play an event anyway. Remember, a lot of times at the Borgata, for example, you know, this became their kickoff event, and then leading up to the main event for the WPT. Yeah, you want to come down now? Absolutely. At this one just getting fired up here. I think we're on just finished level 4, if I'm correct.
Sure, level 4.
So
100, 200.
Pretty cool stuff
I have
going
it
on.
memorized now. I have the structures memorized.
Al can't hang. It's been burned into his brain.
After seven straight days, yep, burned into my brain.
That'll do it. So Al, of course, part of the blog team here. And, of course, Al, you know, what's going on with you? What are you seeing so far in this tournament series?
I've seen a lot of people. The ballroom is packed. You should have the camera pointed actually out towards the size of this ballroom. Yeah, just a lot of people, a lot of locals winning. Had a pro last night, Adam Lamphere, however you pronounce it. He won the Black Chip Bounty tournament last night. So we've had a nice mix of pros and locals and stuff like that. I noticed we have another. Tyler Patterson isn't the only bracelet winner in the field. Brian Hastings showed up.
Oh, did he now?
Yeah, Brian Hastings here, so they each have one. Brian's was from 2012 Heads Up, I believe, the Heads Up Championship, I believe.
Yeah.
If I recall correctly.
Yeah, that sounds correct.
But yeah,
I'm with you on that.
A lot of fun names in here. A lot of very colorful locals.
Yeah, to say the least. You know, I mean, I know I was sitting here yesterday. It was my first day, you know, hanging out down here and kind of checking things out. We had a young lady over in the event 5 finishing up yesterday. She was pretty perky.
Oh my, Julie. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Yes, she was talkative. She was talkative and having herself a grand old time. And she finished 19th or 18th, I believe. She made the final 2 tables, and she went out right as they were redrawing it. No, they didn't redraw at 18, but she went out in 18th, I believe. The final 2 tables. She's colorful. We have little Angel Vu, who is sitting somewhere over yon. She's actually leading the Player of the Year the race for all the Seminole properties. For the one in Tampa, the Poker Showdown here in April, and for this series. So yeah, like 30,000 in prizes. And yeah, she's actually running away with it. She had a nice lead coming in, and she padded it. She had a final table. She finished 5th in the 1K earlier this week. So yeah, she's padding her lead, and she's a really you should get her on there. She's a very interesting story. She's a former dealer. She dealt one of the live televised Harlem Poker Tour events at Daytona Beach Kennel Club and Poker Room. So yeah, she's an interesting story. She's fun.
I saw Shannon Elizabeth is coming, by the way.
Yeah, there's a lot of people coming. The Matt Stout's charity series of poker, which is the 27th.
Yep.
Yeah, so Shannon Elizabeth's coming. I know there's gonna be a bunch of celebs coming in, but Shannon Elizabeth, yeah, I haven't seen her around the poker in a while. She used to be a regular in Vegas for the World Series for a while, but I haven't seen her the last couple of years.
I have.
Trying to get Jen Tilly down here.
Watched American Pie.
All right. I'll take Jen Tilly over Shannon Elizabeth at the moment.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
That's an interesting call. And I'm not debating you.
I'm an old man. So.
I'm just shocked to hear that. That probably wouldn't be the popular.
I mean,
opinion.
there's 1A, 1B.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of I call that a tie.
Yeah.
I say go for both.
It's not a push. It's. But Jen Tilly has a bracelet.
That is true. Shannon Tilly does have American Pie, but then Jen Tilly does have Bound.
Yes, she does.
So some good stuff out there. Yeah, I mean, I think this event, very quickly has become something huge out on the poker circuit and very special to players. I think, what would you say are some of the big draws to this event now? Other than just the money. I mean, obviously a $10 million guarantee is huge, but
well, one, it's a great property. I don't know when I first came down here, I wasn't sure a couple of years ago. I mean, it's a lot different. It's this is just a fantastic property. Some great restaurants, some great bars, which I found out. Great pool, and the Hard Rock Live area, or not the Hard Rock Live, for what it's called outside.
Paradise, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah, Seminole Hard Rock Paradise. Yeah, and then a whole lot of good restaurants out there and bars, and that's where the poker room's actually out there. The main poker room. I don't know if you've been in the poker room there. It's 2 floors, has a bar, full food service in there, and so yes, I mean it's just a great place to play poker. It's a great place to gamble, drink it up, eat food. I'll be here 3 weeks, and I'll probably never leave the property, and won't miss it.
Yeah, I mean it's an unbelievable place, and so much going on, some concerts coming up. I think we should go see Slash.
I am going to see Slash.
Ah, there you go.
I mean, we should go see Slash. I'm trying to get them to really work on him because he plays poker. So really trying to get him to see if he'll be around because he plays the 29th, and I'm hoping maybe he'd be in town for Stout's charity tournament. But yeah, we're trying to get a tie-in for poker. But yeah, I'm definitely going to see Slash. That as soon as I looked at the entertainment schedule about a month before coming here. I saw he was playing. He plays the night of 1B of the main event, so I've already got my schedule. I'm off early on that day, so
there you go.
I will go see a legend.
And of course, you can follow the entire blog team, including Kayleen Minton, by the way, who
not too shabby.
Final tabled a tournament last night. Kind of left you hanging a little bit.
Yeah,
but,
that's fine. It's fine. I'm nothing if not a team player. So yeah, she on a whim. She didn't need her shift didn't start till 7, so it was a noon start for the. Was it the 350? I think it was a 350 black chip bounty. What was that event? 7.
Yeah. The big stack black chip bounty no limit hold'em.
Yeah, so she got in it on a whim, just and they paid 18. She was short coming down to the bubble, and then hit a couple big hands, picked up a couple bounties, and ended up 7th, which at a stack final table with Adam won it. Miami John was there. A couple. You're the man, Charlie. Thank you. All right, I think that's going to sign me off for a bit. I have to go do chip counts.
Those papers that just went by were the chip counts from all the tables, which Al gets to compile for the blog site.
For let's see, how many people do we have? 320 chip counts. I have to do right now.
That's going to be fun.
Hey, not too shabby. We got dealers doing most of the heavy lifting.
Yeah. So of course. Give everybody the information about the blog if they want to check everything out. And see
all right, we're it's SHRPO.com, as in Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open.com. I think you can get there either way, but shrpo.com. Social media is just tag anything, SHRPO, hashtag it, and we'll find it, get it up there. We'll try and get you involved.
All right, sounds great, Al.
Hey, look, I got Stuart Patterson here.
All right.
He final tabled the 150 last night.
Nice, good for him. So,
All right.
all right.
Cheers.
So, sounds good. Thanks, Al. Al Canhang stopping by, everybody. Good to see Al. So, once again, shrpo.com. Get on all the action going on here at the Seminole Hard Rock and see everything that's going on. Of course, a lot of local favorites down here as well, along with a lot of great pros that are coming into town. And this is once again we're kind of in the preliminary events at this point, but I guarantee you that you're going to start to see a lot more big names coming in here every day as we get closer and closer to the $10 million guaranteed main event. Of course, that was the big question on the calendar last year. Are they going to be able to hit that guarantee? And, of course, no problem. Because my man, Ray Stefanelli's got it covered out here, the poker and marketing director for all the Seminole properties, of course, formerly at the Borgata. And it's really neat that you can see when you look around the ballroom here, the influence that that Ray has definitely brought down here from his experience at Borgata. If you like the tournaments at the Borgata, you're certainly going to enjoy all the series down here. Ray brought a lot of the great things about what they did at the Borgata Opens to this series, and you can definitely see it just exactly right when you walk in the ballroom. But of course, that event going on today, this is the only main event on the calendar today, as we have two flights going on for this $1 million guaranteed tournament. Event number 8. We have flight 1A started at 11 o'clock today, and we have 1B kicking off at 7 p.m., so obviously there'll be a little bit of crossover. We have the same thing tomorrow, same thing Saturday, and then Sunday we're going to have the day 2 of this as we'll be wrapping up that tournament in $1 million guarantee, so somebody's going to be walking out of here with a lot of money as we whittle this field down. Coming up tomorrow then, event number 9, the seniors event kicking off. That'll be starting at noon tomorrow, so if you're 50 and up, you want to get into the seniors event on this one, come down and check that out. And Saturday starts the $250 horse tournament too, so plenty of opportunities for you to get involved and be a part of the Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open. And give me 1 second here because I have the rest of the schedule somewhere on my screen. Some reason I decided to run off 2 browsers here because Al has made me hate my Firefox all of a sudden. No, you did it. Yeah. Oh, there's a jab against Firefox from Al, but that's all right. Very legit. Let's get that schedule up here for the rest of the day because I know we do have some other events going on. But we, of course, do want to congratulate. Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. So going on today, of course, we have the $560 event 8 Deep Stack No Limit Hold'em Reentry Tournament underway. Then at 3 o'clock is event number 39 on the schedule. Of course, not one of the main events, but one of the side events. That one is a $250 Deep Stack No Limit Hold'em Pot Limit Omaha re-entry. Uh-oh. Alan may be looking for a stake in that tonight. If I'm feeling better, I might play that one tonight. I got a 3 p.m. I might have to, that PLO Hold'em tournament, I may have to bag the evening show on that. No, I'll be here. But we got that one going on. Also, it's 6 p.m. event 40, $350 Deep Stack No Limit Hold'em re-entry tournament, and then flight B of this event, number 8, coming up this evening. So that's what we've got going on here today at the Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open. And then coming up, of course, last night we have Adam Lamphere, who, I knew I remember the name, and not only did he have a great run at the World Series this year, finishing 45th, but was also runner-up at a Mid-States Poker Tour event in 2013 that I got to do commentary on. So I knew the name kind of rang a bell, and that's why it did. Adam, of course, from Lansing, Michigan. came down here and decided to make his first trip down to Florida to play, and turns out to be a pretty good thing for him as he takes that one down. 15 hours of play there on that day 2. And that was a pretty interesting finish there as he knocked off Jonah Miller at the end of the tournament. But I think one of the more interesting stories of this series at this point has got to be Miami John Cernuto, picking up another top 5 finish for himself, finishing 3rd in this one yesterday as he went out on level 25, finishing in 3rd place. But another great run for the legend Miami John Cernuto. I'll tell you what, these structures, man, he just finds a way to get it done. And Miami John putting up his 2nd top 5 finish in this series already. So better watch out for this guy when we get to that $10 million guaranteed event. As Miami John Cernuto, the 3-time World Series of Poker bracelet winner, getting it done yesterday. And, of course, we have, let's see, an event number 5 finished up yesterday. And as soon as I get to my correct point on this, we'll let you know what happened. But that was a pretty interesting finish in that tournament. Bear with me for 1 second because we had a... I swear to God, it's here. Yeah, and okay, so on that one, Alan Goodman from Brooklyn, New York is your winner on that. But that table actually finished up that they made a 9-way deal to finish that tournament. Goodman ends up being the winner based on chip counts. They had the top 4 each took $19,000, and then the other 5 players at the table split the rest. So they got $17,493. So basically a 9-way chop to wrap that tournament up last night. But Alan Goodman ends up being your winner, and he claims the event number 5 championship on that one. That was a no-limit hold'em re-entry tournament, $150,000 guarantee, $150 buy-in. So not bad picking up $19K for $150. Could live with that. And that's kind of a wrap up from yesterday. What we're gonna do, we're gonna step back, take a break as the players are back in play over here, and get ready to check out some other poker news, plus more from the Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open, Hollywood, Florida, here at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood. Very happy to have you with us here on the Mark Hoke Show. Let's take a break, and we will be right back. Thanks for joining us.
Poker players, it's time to check out DeegePoker.com. Deej Poker is the unique and clever choice for a new generation of true grinders, representing the full spectrum of poker players from the novice to the world champion. A true Deej player gives their heart and soul for countless hours at the table to be the best. And Deej Poker Apparel shows everyone who you really are, on and off the felt. So join the new generation at DeegePoker.com. That's DEEG Poker.com. Deej Poker, the world's newest poker apparel store.
I'm Dutch Boyd, 2-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
Your business and promotion will only go as far as your website will take you. That's why the Mark Hoke Show has only trusted one name for over 2 years, BlueRail.net. Whether you need custom website design and development packages, or simply need a host for your website, Blue Rail is the only developer to turn to. It's time to discover the world-class personalized service only the Blue Rail team can provide. Visit us at BlueRail.net and call 520-822-5128 right now for your free consultation today. So get on board at BlueRail.net. How far do you want to go?
Sports bettors, tired of getting beat every week at your sportsbook? It's time to stop guessing and start winning. We all know cash is king, and it's time to let the team at Double Digit Covers come to the rescue to help you get the positive cash flow you need to live the life you've always dreamed about. Tony Dos and his all-star sports handicapping team will be in your corner to help you beat the point spread, bring excitement and winning to your betting experience, and build your bankroll to levels you never thought possible. Get free winning sports information at doubledigitcovers.com. Stop guessing and start winning today at doubledigitcovers.com.
Call now for today's free winner. 1-855-489-2700. That's 1-855-489-2700.
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit blindsquirrelapparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Masura stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, The Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel apparel.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
And we are back live here at the Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open. Having a great time, guys. Yes, we are here on The Mark Hoke Show. Thanks for being with us, guys. We appreciate it. As we continue our coverage here live in the ballroom over here at the Hard Rock, having a blast. I'll tell you what, great facility. And we're looking forward to all these amazing events coming up, including the $10 million guarantee at the end of the series, plus, of course, the High Roller event. And we had an interesting day at the High Roller that took place out at the EPT in Barcelona. And a little controversy getting stirred up as Olivier Bousquet picks up the biggest cash of his career, with Daniel Coleman coming in second. But the boys stirring things up a little, wearing shirts saying Free Palestine and Save Gaza. And, obviously, stirring up some emotions in the poker community, and especially amongst a couple of our friends that, like Robbie Straczynski, who lives in Israel, of course, was not real happy about it, among others. But, one thing that certainly I gotta throw out about that situation. This is the one, people are certainly entitled to their opinions. There's no question about that. But here is my issue with what took place. Daniel Coleman, and I'm sure we're probably going to see him out here at Seminole. I'd be stunned if he doesn't come out for that High Roller event. Daniel decided that he would not do an interview for the one drop. Had his comments about how rough the poker world is and so on, and gave us that story, and that's fine. But my issue with it is, you won't do an interview after you take $15 million out of the poker community, but you'll use a live stream. He and Olivier, both, they're guilty on this, to make a political statement. So, you guys, you can't have it both ways. And, I hope that both of these gentlemen will kind of realize, the hypocrisy that they're putting out on that. Not real happy with that. And, I got to tell you, not really worried about getting an interview with Daniel. And, Olivier and I go a long way back. But, it's just kind of stunning to see that someone who can't take 5 minutes to do an interview after they win $15 million, decided to play politics on a live stream. Hey, whatever floats your boat, boys, but we're going to call you out on it. So how about next time, if you want to make political statements, do an interview and give everybody a chance to talk to you about it. Certainly appreciate it. All right, so that was my take on that one. Let's take a look at there was some other big news that came out today. And this was pretty interesting. This is more on the business side of poker. As a lot of obviously online players using HUDs to help their game out. And two of the two biggest companies that put out HUDs, Poker Tracker and Hold'em Manager, have announced a partnership today. They are going to be, and this is from PokerStrategy.com, the Poker Tracker and Hold'em Manager are now going to be sharing management teams, staff resources, and intellectual properties as one business. So this merger has been put together, and so now they are saying that they are not going to be merging the products into one, as Poker Tracker 4 and Hold'em Manager 2 are still going to be maintained and supported going forward, but they are going to be obviously able to share code, technologies, etc. And they are still planning on both releasing their next versions. But a very interesting merger for those of you out in the online community to have Poker Tracker 4 and Poker Tracker and Hold'em Manager going together. Very intriguing. So we'll get to see how that partnership turns out to help the online community as they are dealing with all sorts of issues with regulation and so on. So a pretty interesting business merger coming up on that one. All right, and let's see where else we are on the tournament right now. And hi, Alpha. How you doing? Are you staying away from me?
Huh?
Are you staying away? Oh.
Double arm distance.
See, I made the mistake of saying I got a little bug, and let me tell you, Yafa came in and said, I told her that, and she said, I hate you.
Yes, I did. For 30 days.
Oh, wow, that's not good.
When another bug was going around.
Oh, Lordy. I went in the hospital. I went in the hospital for the big virus that was going around. That was fun. That's what happens out in the poker community, guys. You get to see a lot of interesting diseases hitting us. Hopefully not too serious ones, but yeah, the colds get around a little bit. So, all right. And, of course, once again, we're live here at the Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open. Event number 8 going on right now. Players can get in this until level 7. We're on level 5 right now. So if you're nearby and feel like hopping in here to this one, feel free to join us. We'd love to have you come down and check out the Seminole Hard Rock Hollywood property. Come down and enjoy yourself, man. It's going to be a great time and a lot to do here too. We got to get that. I got to get Slash in here for an interview. Maybe we can work that out. Can we get Slash? We'll try. All right. I'll take 2 minutes, and a lock of hair. That would be fun, though. Yeah, of course, the 29th, Slash is going to be playing down here at the Hard Rock. And if that's not enough to get you down here between that and the poker, I don't know what is. It should be a pretty exciting weekend coming up. And, of course, great week here as we got this $1 million guarantee going on. We got the seniors event coming up, horse tournament this weekend. Also, the double black chip bounty no limit Hold'em event. $560 buy-in, $50,000 guarantee on that. And then the 8-game mix is coming up, and that always brings out some of the superstars of poker. $2,200 buy-in on that one, so brace yourself for that 8-game mix tournament as we get closer and closer, of course, to the main event starting on August 28th. $10 million guarantee on that, and a $100,000 high roller coming in for you starting on Monday, September 1st. And I do apologize for pausing my voice a little bit, but kind of got to hold back a little bit. Got just a little bit of a sore throat. So trying to do my best to hang in there on that one. And, of course, so once again, if you want to follow the tournament, you can go to SeminoleHardRockPokerOpen.com. Check that out, or SHRPO.com if you're feeling a little lazy. And check out the blog that everybody's going to be working hard on, including myself. I'm going to be diving in there for about 5 days, it looks like, helping cover all the events this weekend. So it should be pretty exciting. A few Chip counts that have already coming in as Al is getting those updated for you. Jay Chung, 68,000. Robert Hancock, 67.7. Trevelyan Blakeless at 67.5. David Brown, 64,525. Brian Hastings has moved up the big board here early on. That's not good for everybody. If Hastings is making a great run here on the first day, 63,700. Stephen Diamond at 62 and Ryan Jones at 60,575. And Hastings actually put a tweet out on there where he actually folded a hand that he would have cashed in big but decided to let it go. So Brian Hastings actually missing an opportunity to really jump out on this field a little bit. And just, checking around here, I think Zach Grunberg just may have made his way in here. Not sure, but it looks like him. But so many great players making their way into this tournament. Of course, $1 million guarantee is not one to miss. And I also heard Kevin Mathers is going to be making his way down here, too. Our good buddy Kev Math from Bluff Magazine is going to be stopping by and saying hi. So looking forward to seeing Kevin join us here at the Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open. Should be pretty exciting to have the unbelievable superstar of poker media, Kev Math, joining us down here as well. All right, so let's see if we've got any more updates coming in on this. I know Al's working away out here pretty hard. And, of course, once again, congratulations to Adam Lamphere winning event number 7 last night. And Jonah Miller coming in second. See if we got the... unfortunately, don't have the full recap on that one. Lamphere, Jonah Miller coming in second on that one. Miami John Cernuto finishing third. Marcin Pluinski finishes in fourth place. Leonard Miller in fifth. Jorge Gomez in sixth. And, of course, Kayleen Minton, one member of the blog team, finishing in seventh place in that one. David McNeil in eighth on that tournament. So, of course, that's a pretty good story for the blog team. Kayleen put up a nice cash for herself. So big congratulations to her. And by the way, of course, we want to thank our great sponsors of the Mark Hoke Show. They've been working with us for quite a long time, and we do appreciate all of their support. Hey, don't forget, it's football season coming up, and you need somebody in your corner. Everybody knows we're going to put a bet down here at some point, and if you want to have the best team in your corner, give Double Digit Covers a call. Of course, Tony Dose and the All-Star Handicapping team did a great job last season. I can vouch for that myself. They did an unreal job doing their sports consulting work, and you can get in on the action with them too. Just give them a call at 855-489-2700. It's 855-489-2700, and say hi to Tony Dose and the All-Star Handicapping team there. And you can also go to doubledigitcovers.com, check out their blog and more information about them. Plus, you can get a free pick sent daily to your phone. I should say free winner sent to your phone just by going and signing up. So stop guessing and start winning. Check out doubledigitcovers.com. We have our good friends at bluerail.net. Of course, the website designers and guys I've been working with for quite a few years on the show. Give Bob Lusk a call at 522-820-5128. They'll host your site for $9. That's right, $9. And, of course, can also do all the great things like multi-site platforms and e-commerce, whatever you need. Check them out at bluerail.net. How far do you want to go? Dutch Boyd's great book, of course, the now 3-time bracelet winner. Ironically, on the book it says 2-time, but of course, after the book came out, picked up won event 33 at the World Series this year. So Boyd's new book, which is going to show you the ups and downs of being in poker, and you will not believe the story that you read. Check it out at pokertilt.com, or you can pick it up on Amazon today. So, once again, that's pokertilt.com. Our good friends in the Nevada Poker League, of course, Joe Payne and Sissy and the team doing a great job putting on tournaments for you up in Nevada. 17 locations in Las Vegas, all for free, $50,000 in cash and prizes. So make sure you check them out at nevadapokerleague.com next time you're in town. We'd love to see you at an MPL event. Our good friends, the Grindettes, the top ladies poker team in the world. Say hi to them at grindettes.com, Facebook, the Grindettes, and Twitter at Grindettes. And say hi to Katie Stone, Katie Dozier, Jen Shahadi, and Jamie Kerstetter. And I would imagine we'll probably at least see Jamie down here for sure, coming down here to try to tear things apart. So it should be pretty exciting to have her around too. Of course, our good friends at Blind Squirrel Apparel, 20% off with the code HOKE at blindsquirrelapparel.com. Look good and be lucky with the apparel designed for the gambler in you. Check it out at blindsquirrelapparel.com. And our good friends at Deej Poker as well, DEEG Poker, just like Degenerate Kids. Get a chance to check out some of their great apparel as well. Get over there today at deejpoker.com. All right, and let's see, any more news coming out here? Of course, once again, we're just getting this event started here at the Seminole Hard Rock. Event number 8, of course, is $1 million in guarantee. We have a flight here started at 11, and then another one coming up at 7 o'clock tonight. So plenty of time to get down here and get into the first day of this. Of course, 6 starting flights in this one, and they'll be starting at 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. daily for the next 3 days before we get down to day 2 that we played on Sunday. Should be a pretty good one here. So, if you want to play in $1 million guaranteed tournament for a whole whopping $560, that'll work. Some other news, of course, this Newsweek article that just came out a little while ago. But I'll tell you what, this got a lot of press in the poker community as basically Leah Goodman putting a piece out that pretty much tore the industry apart and put out what turned out to be a lot of misinformation, and the poker community just blasted her for it on social media to the point where she had to basically write another article to get herself out of trouble here on this. But and of course some other people getting involved in that, like Jason Chaffetz, the Republican representative out of Utah, guy I respect a lot, but definitely disagree with him on this issue. This was just a badly written piece, but it has gotten a lot of attention. And of course, Donnie Peters at Poker News did a great job tearing that thing apart. But certainly has been in the news here in the poker community, so you might want to take a look at that if you haven't read the article yet. Kind of forgot Newsweek was still around. But what are you going to do? We also, of course, a lot of talk about Scott Seaver in that big hand of the 1-drop where he pulled off that huge bluff against Tobias Rankenmeyer and, had a 10-minute tank on that. Just a legendary hand now in poker. And if you haven't viewed that, just look up Rankenmeyer versus Seaver on YouTube, and you're going to see Seaver getting a big bluff in a $1 million buy-in tournament, getting Rankenmeyer to lay down aces. And I'm sure we're going to see some great action like that as well. Some other news that has come out, of course, we've had the recent controversy with Chung Yin Soon and Phil Ivey, who got involved, winnings withheld at Borgata and Crockford's in London for edge sorting, playing Baccarat. And, both of them, and of course, Sun also had some issues up at Foxwoods with some money being withheld. And Soon has filed suit against Foxwoods now. So she had gotten up to about 1.1 million in chips when she was playing Baccarat, and then they shut her down and confiscated it. And boy, I'll tell you, the casinos have to be careful with this stuff. You guys, you let somebody in that you know is an advantage player in there. And of course, we had a great conversation a couple months ago with somebody that, very prominent in dealing with. In fact, it was up at the Gray Eagle, which we'll mention that one in a little bit. Discussing about how all this information is passed around between the casinos. You got to know who's coming into the casino, and when you're making all these extra exceptions for them, you need to be careful, guys. And So you have to watch out. I mean, that was just something else to see that after what happened at Crockford's, that Borgata let him play, and now apparently Foxwoods let him play too. And, man, you get you don't take the right precautions, you're going to run into some issues on that. And also, Mark Herm, by the way, scoring big as he gets a Full Tilt Black Card sponsorship by winning the F-Tops leaderboard. So congratulations to Mark Herm as he brings that home too. So great job here as he easily won that, even though he didn't win an event in the tournament. But he gets that 4-month FTP Black Card sponsorship. Plus, he gets with that he gets 100% rake back. Well, when we all love to get our rake back, that is for sure. All right, so we're going to tell you what, we're going to take one more break here, and I'm going to get a cough drop here and help my voice out. But we're going to come back and let you know more information about what's going on here in event number 8 here at the Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open, Hollywood, Florida. So stick around, everybody. We will be right back. Thanks for joining us here on the Mark Hoke Show. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
Poker players, it's time to check out DeegePoker.com. Deege Poker is the unique and clever choice for a new generation of true grinders, representing the full spectrum of poker players from the novice to the world champion. A true Deege player gives their heart and soul for countless hours at the table to be the best. And Deege Poker Apparel shows everyone who you really are, on and off the felt. So join the new generation at DeegePoker.com. That's DEEG Poker.com. Deege Poker, the world's newest poker apparel store.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
Your business and promotion will only go as far as your website will take you. That's why the Mark Hoke Show has only trusted one name for over 2 years, BlueRail.net. Whether you need custom website design and development packages, or simply need a host for your website, Blue Rail is the only developer to turn to. It's time to discover the world-class personalized service only the Blue Rail team can provide. Visit us at BlueRail.net and call 520-822-5128 right now for your free consultation today. So get on board at BlueRail.net. How far do you want to go?
Sports bettors, tired of getting beat every week at your sportsbook? It's time to stop guessing and start winning. We all know cash is king, and it's time to let the team at Double Digit Covers come to the rescue to help you get the positive cash flow you need to live the life you've always dreamed about. Tony Dos and his all-star sports handicapping team will be in your corner to help you beat the point spread, bring excitement and winning to your betting experience, and build your bankroll to levels you never thought possible. Get free winning sports information at DoubleDigitCovers.com. Stop guessing and start winning today at DoubleDigitCovers.com.
Call now for today's free winner. 1-855-489-2700. That's 1-855-489-2700.
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit BlindSquirrelApparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Missoula stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, The Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel apparel.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
And we are back live here at the Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open. 2014 version. Hollywood, Florida, having a great time. Of course, we're on level 6. Event number 8 as these guys are working their way towards getting a share of that $1 million guaranteed prize pool. A lot of money on the line. May even be able to buy one of Ray Stefanelli's suits if they win this tournament. I'm not sure. But of course, got to have fun with Ray. But all right, and let's take a look at some of the other events that have been going down here at the Seminole Hard Rock. Take a look at our results for the earlier events that we've had going on here. And 1 second, we'll start popping those up for you. By the way, you can see Grinding Ground in the chat box there, co-host on the Mark Hoke Show on KLAV 12:30 a.m. on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Of course, I want to thank Miami Boss for stopping in on the show yesterday. I know we had some technical issues up at the booth yesterday, and we do apologize for that. And thanks to Miami Boss for stopping in. And speaking of the aforementioned Miami Boss, of course, winning event number 1 on that one. So Dan Swade picking that one up and gets $110,349 for that one as he makes the deal. And David Smith from New York comes in second, followed by Reynaldo Traconis out of Coral Gables, Florida, Brett Bader out of Boca Raton, Raminder Singh out of Delray Beach, Florida, finishing 5th. Glenn Cressman out of Boca Raton in 6th. Steele Sutter in 7th out of Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. 8th is Michael Tafaro out of Fort Myers. And 9th, Richard Russ out of Hallandale Beach, Florida. A couple of notables in there. Tristan Wade, nice deep run for him as he finishes 11th. And Rex Cleanscales, who's been on a roll as of late, had a little bit of a rough patch early last year. It came up big, has been coming up big lately, and he finishes in 13th in event number 1, $500,000 guaranteed deep stack event. Boy, while we're popping these results off, I'll tell you what, I mean, just the guarantees that you look at in this series, you got a $500,000 guarantee, $25,000 guarantee, $100,000 guarantee, $150,000 guarantee, $50,000, $1 million, another $50,000, another $30,000, $200,000, $10 million guarantee, $100,000 guarantee, $30,000 guarantee, $50,000, $50,000. That's a lot of money that the Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open here at Hollywood is putting up, and well, you've really got to be impressed. And as we get ready, of course, bracing ourselves here for only a week away from the main event kicking off, $10 million guarantee. Boy, if you are anywhere in the world, you need to be here. You have to be. I mean, geez, it's a $10 million guarantee, for God's sake. Event number 2, $250 Omaha 8 or better 2-day tournament. 76 entries on that one. And that one goes to David Brown out of Babson Park, Florida. He picks up $3,512 in a 3-way chop on that. John Bennis out of Cape Coral, Florida, finishes 2nd. Miami John Cernuto finishing 3rd. So 2 third-place finishes for Miami John here in this series so far. Abraham Levy out of Coral Springs at finishing 4th. Brent Keene in 5th out of Bonita Springs, Florida. George Boyajian out of Tamarack, Florida, finishing 6th. Arnold Cohen finishing 7th. Out of West Palm Beach, Michael Wang out of Livingston, New Jersey makes his way down here. He finishes 8th. And Gene Hockman out of Coconut Creek, Florida. Boy, that just sounds like a pleasant place to be. Coconut Creek finishing 9th in event number 2 out of the $250 Omaha 8 or better tournament. Event number 2. We go to event number 3. That's $250 Deep Stack No Limit Hold'em tournament. They did have a $25,000 guarantee on that one. And another name pretty familiar to everybody, Michael Mowat out of Miami Beach. So a local player, but one that is making a name for himself out on the poker circuit. Takes that one down, winning $6,581. He finishes first. WL out of Plantation, Florida, finishing 2nd. John McGregor out of Roswell, Georgia, coming down, making the trip. He finishes 3rd. David Silverman out of Miami Beach, finishing 4th. Daniel Yu out of Palisades Park, New Jersey, finishes 5th. And of course, that's, you see a lot of the Borgata influence down here. As players from, a lot of times, we're seeing a lot of players from New York, New Jersey coming in for these early prelim events because they just know the value and what the Hard Rock's presenting down here, and definitely worth the trip. 6th place, Brant Schuler out of Fort Lauderdale. Eduardo Lazica out of Boca Raton, finishing 7th. Francis Margaglione out of Davie, Florida, finishing 8th. Armando Fernandez in 9th, and Donald Drapel in 10th. So that was event number 3. The $250 Deep Stack Turbo No Limit Hold'em event. And we'll go to event number 4. That was the $1,100 Deep Stack No Limit Hold'em tournament. That one had a $100,000 guarantee on that one. And a 3-way deal made on that one at the beginning. Paul Dome, your winner, out of Key Biscayne, he picks up $23,971. Vitor Coelho out of Tampa, finishing 2nd. Followed by Stuart Greenbaum. So those guys settling things a little bit away from the table. Daniel Buzgon, a guy that we've been seeing his name popping up a lot over the past couple of years, out of Marlton, New Jersey, finishing in 4th. Gok Vu out of South Daytona, Florida, finishing 5th. Richard Leager out of Lighthouse Point, Florida, finishing 6th. Stuart Newman in 7th. Yigal Hen in 8th out of Hollywood. Gordon Battle of Fort Mill, South Carolina, finishing 9th. And David Felger out of Lantana, Florida, finishes 10th. So once again, seeing a lot of players coming from all over the country to play in this series. And then we go to event number 5. Of course, that one wrapping up yesterday with that big deal. And Alan Goodman, your winner out of Brooklyn, finishing first. Denian Costa out of Miami Beach, Florida, in 2nd. Gaston Mukolitsky out of Aventura, Florida, finishes 3rd. Cesar Fuentes out of Deerfield Beach, Florida, finishes 4th. Apparently brought his neighbor, Andres Morales, finishes 5th. Alex Bergfors out of Menominee, Michigan, finishing 6th place. Stuart Patterson out of Boca Raton in 7th. Din Win out of Ho Chi Minh, Georgia. Interesting. Finishes 8th. And Marshall White in 9th. And TJ Schulman, who's been having a pretty good series, finishes in 10th place in event number 5 yesterday. And we'll take a look at event number 6, the Black Chip Bounty PLO No Limit Tournament. And that one goes to Kevin Ho out of Fort Myers, Florida. Bradley Young finishing 2nd. Out of New York. Victor Figueroa of Miami Beach finishing 3rd. Mark Provenzano out of Illinois finishing 4th. 5th place, Robert Campbell out of North Miami, Florida. 6th, Warren Fund from North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Joseph Mobley in 7th out of Louisville, Kentucky. Tuan Pham out of Estero, Florida, finishes 8th, and Michael Wang, Livingston, New Jersey, finishing 9th. So have an all-American field there in event number 6. And let's see, and of course we already went over event number 7. So some interesting players coming out here already from all over the United States to play in this series. And just wait, kids, because it's going to get even crazier here over the next couple of days as we get into this $1 million guarantee. Always a huge draw just for that. Many tournament series, that would be enough to be your main event, without question. But, of course, the $10 million guarantee, one of the premier events in the poker circuit year-round, coming up here starting on Thursday, the August 28th. Of course, day 1A followed by 1B and 1C, running through Saturday. Plenty of chances to come down here, drop that 5,300, and take your shot at probably around $1 million first place prize. We have seen saw big winners here for the $5 million and the $10 million over the last year, and looking forward to that trend continuing, to say the least. So should be a pretty exciting run here over the next week or so, and we hope to have you be a part of it. All right, and of course, don't forget, as we go through the series, you want to give us a tweet at Mark Hoke Show. Facebook is the Mark Hoke Show. We'd love to hear from you on there, and of course, the blog team doing a great job keeping track of all the tweets and posts that are coming in. And if you want to say hi to them, you can kind of see that right over my shoulder. It's amazing how that camera shot worked out. I like that. You got a pretty red sign over there. Yafa, is that your sign? Did you put that up? The big sign right behind us. Was that your idea? Yeah. It's awesome. And it makes it's just lined up right over there for us so you can see it. At SHRPO and, of course, hashtag SHRPO. If you're coming down, I'll tell you what I'd really love to see on there is if you're planning on coming down here, let us know. Because we'd love to catch you on the show. Of course, get involved with the blog team here, too, and say hi to everybody. So hit them up on Twitter at SHRPO and hashtag SHRPO. All right, so pretty much that's about where we stand right now. And the players pretty deep into play here as we're getting ready to finish up the rebuy period. They've got about 12 minutes left. And I do have these great monster headphones. Thanks for Ty Stewart for losing them to me. I do appreciate it. No, I'm kidding, Ty. Sorry. But these, we're starting to hear a lot of floor calls. Seeing a lot of activity on out there in the playing area at this point because, of course, these guys getting close to the end of their re-entry period for this flight. So we're going to see a lot of people trying to take a stab and see what they can come up with before this time runs out. And if they're not happy with their stacks, they're just going to make a move and build this prize pool up. But I got to say, the room just about filled here. There's only a couple of tables left on the far side of the room. Otherwise, this place is packed already for this first flight. Can only imagine what we're going to be seeing here over the next couple of days. As, of course, typical tournament, you're going to, with these re-entries, you're going to see more and more players coming in on these later flights as we go. So just imagine if we're just about packed here for an early morning flight. First time around, what it's going to be like when we get to flights, 1D, 1E, and 1F. Should be something else. Already at 369 entries on this. So we're going to see some money flying around here for this $1 million guarantee. Should be something exciting. All right, and I'd say that's about where we are right now. So once again, don't forget, guys, we're going to be back on at 6:30 tonight, as we'll pick up some of the players getting ready to play. And, of course, I want to thank Tyler Patterson for stopping over, getting to say hi to him, new World Series of Poker bracelet winner, along with so many other guys that are going to be flying around here. I know we do have some great pros along with a lot of the locals here, too. And as we go through this series, you're going to get to meet them all. We want to thank you for stopping in with us this afternoon. I'm going to give the voice a little bit of a rest and get ready for tonight's show. Come back 6:30 Pacific time, or Eastern time, 3:30 Pacific. here on the Mark Hoke Show live from the Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open, Hollywood, Florida. So, guys, we will see you later on this evening. Get you an update on how this flight turned out and see how this evening starts to roll out, too. Here in event number 8. As, of course, we build up to the $10 million guarantee. Should be a good one. So thanks for joining us here, guys. We will see you later on this evening on the Mark Hoke Show. Thanks for joining us.